How we doing, Ruckus and the Menace sports fam? You're watching another Ruckus and the Menace sports production as I, Spenace the Menace, am getting ready to start out a no-hit bid for my first one for this episode of March to October with the Cleveland Guardians. Triston McKenzie, with 3 innings remaining, has the elusive fate.
The second baseman,
and we will dig in here after starting out last episode with a bunch of ups and downs. Gleyber Torres is in the box. A fastball middle, but fouled off by Gleyber, and it is strike one. McKenzie deals the 0-1. Slider on the black. Strike 2. McKenzie deals. Fastball missing wide. 1-2. The 1-2 to Gleyber. A curveball missing way inside. And the count is 2-2. McKenzie deals. Another fastball is fouled off. And the break even here is fouled off. And we remain at 2-2. The 2-2 to Torres. Misses wide. And the count is 3-2. And here is the payoff. It's a ground ball to third. Ramirez fields it cleanly and gets the first out of the 7th.
now batting, left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez digs in. And Martinez cannot check his swing on it, and the count is 0-1. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. Slider just gets away from him, and the count is 1-2. And it is a high pop-up. And McKenzie's just going to go right there and get it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Joey Menace digs in. And here's the opener. And it is low for a ball. McKenzie deals. And it is a foul ball on the high fastball this time. And the count is 1-1. A slider down. And the count is 1-2. McKenzie deals. Curveball in the dirt. No response. And the count is 2-2. And a check swing that cannot go all the way around. That is strike 3. Nailer to nailer. And the inning is over. Top of the 8th in Nationals Park coming up. Your score 2-0 in favor of the Guardians. Keibert Ruiz digs in the bottom of the 8th as we are player locked into McKenzie for this mission. Fastball right there on the inside. And the count is 0-1. Backdoor slider fouled off, and the count is 0-2. McKenzie deals. Throws Ruiz on the slider. Strike 3. And we are at 1 out. Edward Olivares takes a fastball up high for strike 1. Another fastball down for strike 2. McKenzie on the 0-2. No bite on the curve. And the count is 1-2. Olivares fouls off the slider. And we remain at the same count. And he gets a little bit around that slider, breaking away. Rocchio to
third baseman, number 2,
Naylor
Luis.
for out number 2. Luis Garcia now digs in. And Triston McKenzie deals the fastball low and away, just missing on the outside. Ball 1. The 1-0. Takes a fastball up high on the outside corner for strike 1. Backdoor slider not getting back around, and the count is 2-1. Fastball fouled off, and the count is 2-2. The break even. Swung on and missed. And the bid continues as the 8th inning ends. The score here, 2-0, still heading into the top of the 9th. Bottom of the 9th now. Lane Thomas digs in. And as Triston McKenzie crosses the century mark of pitches, that is a high fastball through the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, missing down, getting him to chase for strike 2. And a chopper right to first, but it is fouled off. The 0-2. Another curveball is fouled off. McKenzie deals. Fastball does not get Thomas to chase on that. And the count is 1-2. But a swing and a miss, getting him to chase on the slider, breaking away. And there are 2 outs remaining in this bid. C.J. Abrams digs in. And he pops the ball up. Jose Ramirez is right there to the fence, but cannot get it. And the count is 0-1. Abrams fouling off the slide piece. And a count of 0-2. But throws him up on a 12-6 that gets the lower part of the black. Strike 3, and there is 1 out remaining. Stone Garrett is the final batter. And there's a fastball taken inside for strike 1. Front door slider not quite getting there. And the count is even at 1. A swing and a foul ball. And the count is 0-2. Or 1-2. High sight change fastball not biting. And the count here is 2-2. And frozen up on the lower end. Strike 3. Garrett is out. And the Guardians have a no-hitter. Triston McKenzie does not allow a hit in this one, and the no-hit bid is successful. And the Guardians win this one 2-0. And the no-hit bid gives McKenzie a huge boost and a big momentum surge. And we have the ability to bring up Nick Sandlin. And you know what? We are going to do it. We're going to do it. As I believe our best send-down is probably going to be Hector Neris. Because I do like the usage on Eli Morgan. Actually, no. Eli has not been performing well. We're going to send Eli Morgan down. And we are going to call up Nick Sandlin. Relief pitchers do not get player locks. So, we still get the streak. And we now have to avoid a jam. Class A against Starling Marte against the New York Mets, and we get to close a quickie out.
Up next for the Mets,
Starling Marte, who is 0 for 4 in the game.
Marte.
And the Guardians up 4-2, takes a fastball high for a ball. Cutter taken for a strike. Swinging on the slider, and that is strike 2. A swing and a foul ball drifting. And the count here is 2-2 now on the cutter, missed. But a front door cutter, and it is fouled off. And now four-seam fastball was fouled off. Another four-seamer fouled. But swings and misses on the front door cutter. 99 mile an hour blows it right by him, and that is the 20th save for Emmanuel Clase this season. And now we have another situation. One spark started a fire. And now we have a situation here where we have to survive another close one. Jose Ramirez digging in the top of the 8th against Josh Hader. 1 out, runner on second in the top of the 8th. And we foul off a slider here for the first strike. And we foul off a circle change, getting on top of it. We're still in front, and the count is 0-2. Hader deals. And we are caught looking on the high fastball. And now David Fry, 0 for 2 on the day, digs in. And Fry fouls off a circle changeup on the outside. And the count is 0-1. And we successfully check our swing on a two-seam fastball, trailing down. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Count is 1-2, following fouling off the circle change. Two-seamer sails high. The count is even at 2. And here we go. A blooping fly ball to center field, but unfortunately too deep. And the 8th inning is over for the Guardians. Down 2-1.
Leading up for the Astros,
Christian Pache. Takes it. And takes a fastball up high for strike 1. Slider swung on and missed. And that is strike 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Sitting him down for out number 1. Corey Julks is the next batter. Fastball middle for strike 1. Curveball on the corner, but missed for a ball. And here's a high, towering fly ball. Left field. But unfortunately, don't do it. Please don't do it. The outfield assist from Miles Straw after it bounces off the wall gives the Astros their second out of the inning. And Jeremy Pena now has to dig in. Swing or takes a fastball for strike one. Swings and fouls the changeup off, and the count is 0-2.
Nope.
A fastball missed on the outside corner. But a swing and a miss on the next one. Gets the Guardians up for the top of the ninth. Down 2-1. And the closer coming in. Brian Abreu now takes on Bo Naylor. And Naylor on the first pitch he sees inside outs it to left. But it is caught by Yordan Alvarez for out number one. Brian Rocchio 0 for 1 on the day. And Abreu deals. Fastball on the outside corner on the black for strike one. The 0-1 to Rocchio is inside outed, but Yordan is not able to get there. Base hit for Rocchio. And a pinch runner is getting ready to be called as Jackson Chorio.
Number 15, Jackson Chorio.
Runs on the pitch and is caught stealing. And Andres Jimenez is at the plate. Takes the 1-0. And then fouls off the fastball inside. And that is strike one. Fouling off another high fastball. And the count is 0-2. Or 1-2. 1-2. Slider hanging over the middle, but down, fouled off. And cannot keep the swing checked on the slider, and the Astros, unfortunately, take the victory. And now we have an opportunity. Just before the All-Star break, Andres Jimenez is taking on Chris Stratton in the top of the 8th with the bases loaded and 1 out. Game tied at 4. And here we go.
The second baseman.
Jimenez is 0 for 2 with a walk, and Stratton has already hit a little bit of a struggle bus. Entering in with a jam. Menace hits a high fly ball. Center field. It's caught. And the situation appropriately is called for. The runner is safe. And the sacrifice fly for Jimenez gives the Guardians a 5-4 lead. And now Stephen Kwan digs in. And he hits a liner right to the second baseman. Fielder's choice 4-6. And the top of the 8th is over. Scott Barlow. There's the game. No, we are actually going to put in the new call-up. Trevor Stefan. And Emmanuel Clase is getting ready in the pen. And a fastball taken.
One strike.
For strike one. A slider slipped in for strike two.
One ball, two strike.
Ball one. And a foul ball on the fastball. 1-2. Another one fouled off by Freddie Furman. And the 1-2. And this pitcher is getting sick of these foul-offs. We're over this. The 1-2 to Furman is a high fastball. Doesn't get him to chase, and the count is 2-2. This time he bites on one. Down. Ground ball to Ramirez, and that is out number one. Hunter Renfroe. And a slider just missing. Barely. For ball one. Renfroe fouls off the fastball. And the count is even at one. Splitter just breaks down a little too much, and that's ball two. A fastball fouled off. And the count is even at two. Count goes full when the slider is unable to be chased. But Renfroe strikes out looking frozen on the 97-mile-an-hour four-seamer right in on the inside corner. Sit down. 2 out. Michael Massey fouls off the slider, breaking in on him, and the count is 0-1. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and the count is 0-2. Takes the fastball, fouls it off. Swing and a miss on the splitter, breaking down in the dirt, and the inning is over for the Royals as the brothers throw from catcher to first. With Kiermaier, Naylor, and Santander up to bat to try and get insurance, the Guardians lead 5-4. Kevin Kiermaier digs in. The pitch from Stratton is a high fly ball hit by Kiermaier to right. Unfortunately, not deep enough, as the first out is made.
Now batting, the first base
Josh Naylor, who is 2 for 4 on the day, with a couple of doubles, digs in. Stratton, but Naylor checks the swing and takes a four-seam fastball down, and the count is 0-1. Another four-seam fastball, this time missing high. And the count is even at 1.
That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball missing down and in. And the count is 2-1. The 2-1 to Naylor. It's hit. And it's a base hit to left, inside, pushed over to the outside. And that is a single for Naylor. And now this brings the big bat of Anthony Santander. 23 home runs to this point. And he deals. And that is a high fly ball. Deep right field. And it is caught by the right fielder, but Naylor, unfortunately, got a little too far forward, and the inning is over. 3 outs remaining. Clase entering the game. And Drew Waters leads off. And it's a foul ball. Clase has made it 0-2. And he takes a backdoor slider that doesn't break. But Kwan on the run rolls after making the solid catch. 1 out. What a sprint for Stephen Kwan. making the shoestring catch. The ball probably could have been fouled, but better to secure the out. And now Quan is having to make a sprint again. This time, this ball would have been in fair territory. Michael Garcia flies out on the first pitch he sees to left. 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino takes the ball. Cutter fouled off. Count is 1-1. And Steven Kwan just does not have the speed to get to that one. The count is 1-2. Foul ball. Pasquantino is battling. The 1-2. We've been calling the 1-2 for about 4 straight pitches. And it's still going to continue. And this time it is a base hit. Sent through the middle. And Pasquantino continues his heater. As Bobby. We got to end this one with Bobby. As Bobby Witt Jr. digs in. And that is a ball 1 to our favorite shortstop. Strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider. Breaking away from him. And the count is 1-2. And he swings and misses on the front door slider that just didn't get all the way back. And the Cleveland Guardians beat the Kansas City Royals, winning the series. And we have another potential call-up with George Valera. Or another fast-track moment. I'm going to choose not to fast-track. And the Guardians have been winning. But we're in a tight spot. As we got to get out of a jam. We're down 6-4, and Caleb Ferguson has to get us out of a jam so that we then can go ahead and hit. Drew Romo digs in. And Caleb Ferguson gets strike 1. The 0-1 to Romo. Sweeping curveball gets in there. And the count is 0-2. And the cutter on the outside black backdoor throws up Romo. And we head into the bottom of the 8th inning, where Tyler Kinley enters the mound for the Rockies. And Andres Jimenez digs into the batter's box for the Guardians. The first pitch is on the way. And it is a changeup drifting well outside for ball 1. Jimenez gets a ride on it, but the ball is fouled off. And the count is 0-1. Menace hits a nice line drive to right field, but the right fielder is there. Brenton Doyle.
The left fielder.
And there's one out. Stephen Kwan digs in. Kwan 3 for 3. Let's make it 4 for 4. As he singles to right. Runner on first. And one out. For Kevin Kiermaier, who is 0 for 4 on the day. And he fouls off a fastball. Counts 0-1. The 0-1 to Kiermaier is a ball hit.
Got it.
But it is a... Oh, he comes off the bag.
Now batting. First base.
A 3-6 fielder's choice, but an error on the way back. And the tag not able to be made. And there's 2 out for Josh Naylor. And that is a line drive, but it is caught by Doyle. And the inning is over for the Guardians. Down 2. Brenton Doyle leads off. The Shepherd University alum fouls off. The fastball in the count is 0-1. Doyle fouls off yet another fastball. And the count is 0-2.
One and two.
Another foul off and another pitch missed. Count is 1-2. Doyle fouls off the curveball. He's sticking with it.
There we go.
And he checks his swing. But that's a fastball that is securely in that zone. That should have been strike 3. And here's a high fly ball. Center field. Caught by Kiermaier. And that is the first out of the top of the 9th. Donovan Solano
Now batting. The first baseman.
takes strike 1. And here's a ground ball straight to Andres Jimenez, who throws it to Naylor. And that is out number 2. Ezekiel Tovar gets a single just over the head of Josh Naylor. And this inning will continue. Alex Verdugo fouls off the fastball on the count. It's 0-1. Fouling off a curveball. And the count is 0-2. Cutter fouled. Second pitch, a fastball fouled. And a flip to Jimenez. And the top of the 9th is over.
Now
And a ground ball to
number 68.
Ryan Rocchio. Jalen Beats is the closer. And Anthony Santander, who is homered already. 25 on the year for him. And he gets another shot at it, but it is caught by the left fielder on a line.
Now batting.
And there's one out.
Baseman.
Jose Ramirez digs in. That is a circle changeup that is fouled off. Count zone 1. And that is a rip. Base hit. Straight to the left fielder. And David Brock digs in. Runner on and one out. And that is a slider that misses well outside for ball 1. Fry. 1-0.
He's out.
And that is a weird-looking double play. 4-3. And the inning ends, and the Rockies take the victory over the Guardians. we now enter the draft. We draft 29th. And Steve Amoros goes first overall. The second overall pick, Warner Rocker to the Colorado Rockies. And James Robertson goes to the Washington Nationals. We now get to our first round pick. And I believe we are going to draft Kenny Butler with that pick. At draft pick number 69. We are going to take Jody Beavers. And draft pick 73. We are going to draft Elvis Cortez. At draft pick 105. We're going to take Christopher Parrish at draft pick 135. We're going to take Kevin Gonzalez. And in the 5th round, we're going to take a high-risk pick. We're going to take Will Ginn. Round 6. We look at Chris Feliciano. And we are done. And now we get to assess our priorities here. We're going to look at Kenny Butler. Let's look at Beavers. Yeah, let's prioritize our 3 biggest picks here. We're gonna finalize that, and then we have. Let's go ahead and offer the deal. I think we can do that. But yep, we got him. I think we can give you a tiny bit more. But now we can look at Kevin Gonzalez here. And now we got to hang on. Game number 100. And Emmanuel Clase is on the mound, getting ready to face Yandy Diaz and the Rays with a 1-run lead. Guardians have a 65-34 record at this point. Leading off,
The
Yandy
first
Diaz.
baseman, Yandy.
And he takes a strike on the cutter. Swing and a miss on the slider.
2 strikes. 1 ball.
Try to get him out a little bit further. But freezes him on the fastball on the next pitch. Strike 3.
The batter, the second baseman,
Brandon Lau fouls off the cutter. Fastball.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That's 0-2. And swing! And a miss on the cutter. And there are 2 down. The Rays down to their final out. And Isaac Paredes. Foul walk. And he got a hold of a fastball. But unfortunately, the wrong direction. Foul. The 0-2 fastball.
That's a ball.
Misses high. 1-2. And that is a base hit up the middle. And Jose Siri,
number 22.
pinch runner. And Randy Arozarena takes strike 1.
0-1.
Strike 2, fouling off the cutter. Swing and a miss, chasing on the slider, and the Guardians hang on. Clase with his 27th save on the year, and a good finish gets the Guardians out of a cold spell. And the trade deadline is approaching. And we will look. And we will just be looking at where we have potential bottom half work. And now we go back to our signing. Yeah, let's give him a little more. And we actually will be able to keep that. I have a little bit more to... Ooh. Kevin Gonzalez. Elvis Cortez is not interested enough yet. I think we start looking at potentially Will Ginn. And we're just going to finish out the signings that way. And now we get to pin a loss on the division rival. We're in the bottom of the 7th with 2 out against the Kansas City Royals. But we are going to call this an episode, as we have been flying through year 2. And now... Nah, I think we can finish this one in time. We're tied at 1. Bottom of the 7th with 2 out. Against the Kansas City Royals in our City Connects. And Anthony Santander with 28 homers on the year, leading off. or at least digging in to the box. And sees a fastball and fouls it off. Santander. Fastball for a ball. Hits a high, towering fly ball to right. Going, swinging a drive, way back and gone. Santander with the grand salami gives the Guardians a 5-1 lead. A huge shot for the former Oriole. And this one just went as soon as it left the bat. Anthony Santander, number 29 on the year, 446 feet. And it forces a pitching change as Cole Reagans enters the game. Gabriel Arias now digs in. And it's a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman gets it, and that will end the 7th inning. A big shot from Anthony Santander put the Guardians way ahead, 5-1. And Logan Allen is getting ready to face Bobby. Nope, it will not be him. It is going to be Trevor Steffen.
Number 37, Trevor Steffen.
And he throws to Bobby. And Bobby fouls it off. 0-1. Another foul off for the Bobby Witt Jr. And the count is 0-2. The 0-2 slider is fouled off by Witt Jr.
1-2.
And then the second 0-2 was missed. Well outside. 1-2. And here's a high, towering fly ball off the wall, but is going to be kept in for a double. Bobby with a big shot. And Pete Alonso now digs in. Strike one. And it's 0-1 to the Polar Bear. The Polar Bear swings and misses on the splitter.
Two strikes.
And the count is 0-2. The Polar Bear gets it through. The throw is accurate, but not in time, as the Polar Bear drives in a run. Hunter Renfroe digging in. And a foul ball. Slider fouled off, and the count is 0-2. And here's a high fly ball towering to center field. Kiermaier off the splitter, but it is caught for out number 1. On the warning track, Sam Haggerty takes a splitter down for strike 1. Fouls off a fastball down. Counts 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 slider, Naylor pops up and keeps the Polar Bear at first base. Swing! And a miss on the fastball. And there are 2 out. Nelson Velasquez. Strike 1. On the fastball. Strike 2 on the fastball. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball. But Pete Alonso drives in a run and puts the game in a save situation.
Leading off,
David Fry
the designated
digs in. Class A warming up. Reagans fires the first pitch. It is not even close. And the count is 1-0. And that is off the handle of the bat. High fly ball to right field and caught for out number 1.
Now batting.
Bo
Catcher,
Naylor
Bo
digs in.
Naylor.
And Reagan deals. Naylor gets contact on a fastball, but it's foul. Naylor chases a fastball, gets contact, but it's foul. And the count's 0-2.
1-2.
That slider is nowhere close. And the count's 1-2.
Ball.
That fastball drifting a little closer
2-2.
to the plate, but not close enough for Naylor to chase. And the count is 2-2.
Ball.
That fastball nowhere near the
Full
chase
count.
zone. The count's full. Naylor has rallied back in this at bat, and he continues to battle. And that's a foul ball. The 3-2. Swung on and missed on the slider, getting a little too far in front.
The batter number
And there are
6.
2 down.
Shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Rocchio digging in. Hits it clean, but foul. And the count is 0-1. Another solid shot, but foul. And the count is 0-2. Reagan's the 0-2 to Rocchio.
That hit him.
And he got plunked. Rocchio taking first base, and Andres Jimenez digs in. And that was a heater, and fouled off. The count is 0-1. Reagan steals. And that's a line drive right to Bobby. And the inning is over. And we head into the top of the ninth. And Emmanuel Clase enters the game. Freddie Furman is the first hitter.
Ha!
And he takes a strike up high on the fastball. Santander unable to shoestring it. That is a base hit for Furman. MJ Melendez fouls off the slider. And counts 0-1. Runs a fastball in. High fly ball center field. Kiermaier gliding right over. And that is out number 1. Michael Garcia takes a cutter down. Counts 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider.
0-2.
And the count's 0-2. That's a high fly ball. Off the wall. And it's a double. A double. And Clase has now gotten into a little bit of a jam.
1-0.
Kyle Isbell is now up. But the Guardians get out number 2, but the run will cross the plate. And Bobby Witt Jr.
Ball.
now digs in.
1 ball, no strike.
The count
Here.
is 1-1 following the cutter.
1-1. 2.
Slider frozen. And he swings, and he misses. Bobby Witt has struck out. And Clase gets his 29th save of the season, and the Guardians hang on to win 5-3. And now we hit the trade deadline. And we got some huge offers. The Toronto Blue Jays offering us Bo Bichette, but also Alejandro Kirk, with the potential of us giving up Chase DeLauter. You know what happens with this deal. We say, no thanks, even with Gary Sanchez on the deal. Lane Thomas, no thanks. But do we take Bo Bichette for Bo Naylor? As much as I would love to have Bo Bichette, that is a good shortstop. I think we can develop our sophomore a little bit more. I am politely going to say, no thanks. And we will wrap it up here. Until the next episode, hugs and hand pounds, everybody.